Hey, morning. I've been running around this morning down here on the desert running some errands. I had to license, pay the registration on the Peterbilt. I had to pick up a few items. I've been trying to eat a little healthier, so I stopped by the grocery store, grabbed some apples and oranges, and I'm headed back up here to the headquarters, to the corrals, to do the chores and get my trailer washed out, because we've got a haul that we got to make tomorrow. And as I came ripping by one of our pastures, it's the pasture that we call the Alamo, I saw this right here. It's the steers that we broke in the other day, and man, they are looking good. Let's take a look at them. Let's get out. They're a curious bunch. They've come up here to the fence, but let's take a look at them right here. These will be the cattle headed to the survey roping in about, a month from now. They're gonna be good and stout when they go there. They look nice. They're getting them some good green feed. They've straightened out pretty good. They were a pretty good set of cattle coming across the border, but they look even better now. How many's here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. There's about 24 or 25 of them right there. Okay, let's go on about our day and get a few other things done. We got to go feed some cows. We need to go check some gates, make sure that some cattle that we've stuck in a trap haven't got out. Just a bunch of little things today. Okay, let's go get after it. Oh, hey, I didn't ask you. How are you liking the new truck? I like it pretty nice. It's there's nothing fancy about it. It's pretty plain Jane, but it's a good ranch truck. Amy and I were talking this morning, and we need to come up with a name for the truck. So you know, like the last little truck I drove, we called Ziggy. It kind of wandered on the road a little bit. Not bad. That's how it got the name Ziggy. So Amy came up with the White Beast on this one. I thought maybe like the White Knight. She was thinking maybe that wasn't masculine enough. Anyway, she said we should ask our viewers what they think that we should name the white truck. It's a white Dodge 4-door with a black flatbed on it with a diesel motor in it. Any suggestions? Hey, there's some more cattle right there. That was good. Seeing them as well. About another 25 there, so that's about half of them. Okay, so in the comments below, tell us what you think. What should we name the truck? The White Beast, the White Knight, or anything else? You guys come up with something, let us know. Comment below. Hey, here's a little update for you. You remember a couple of years ago, I'm in the what we call the dirty water pasture. A couple of years ago, we showed a video of a steer that got his head stuck in a tree, in the fork of a tree. I'm sure he was scratching his head, and cattle will sometimes do the darndest things. Anyway, he stuck his head in the fork of this tree right there. Well, here's the update for you. He's still there, and he still kind of stinks a little bit. It's been a couple of years, but all that's left is the head, the horns, and some of the hide. We felt bad at the time we found him that we never did find him before he succumbed to his death, but that's just part of the rigors of owning cattle sometimes, is you can't see all of the stupid things they do and be there when they do them. So anyway, I just was driving by here going over to check some gates and thought I'd stop and take a look here. Just a little update. He's still in here. He's still hung in the tree. It's what you call the old hanging tree right there. Kind of a cool old tree, really, other than it took the life of this steer. All right, so I hope that's not too gross and gruesome for our viewers. Okay, let's go check some gates. So the steers we turned out last week in this pasture, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's about 10 of them right there. They're pretty content. There's a new drinker that we put in right over here, kind of back behind me, right on the road over there. There was a leak on a water line going through here, and we tapped into it. Put a drinker there. These cattle have been watering right there. They're kind of scattered. There's 107 of these steers in here. Good. It's a good thing they're scattered out. So let's go see if we can see a few more steers on the way over to check those gates. Gates are up here in what we call our bullet shell pasture, going into the middle pasture. I just want to make sure that Keith's been dumping cows in there to wean some calves a little later this week, and we just want to make sure those cows aren't trying to go back to the middle pasture and knock the gate down. Nothing I can really do if they knock the gate down other than we'd just know. I think while I'm this close, I'll run up here to the Palo Verde corrals, see if there's any cattle up here. That's where we unloaded the other day. There's some more of those cattle. There's some right here, and then there's some laying off over there in the bushes. Pretty gentle. Pretty content. They're either watering over there at that new water, or they're watering up here at Palo Verde. We'll go check it out. See if we need to run water at Palo Verde. My dad thought they were running off over on the other side of the pasture around Desolation, but bunch of them right here today. There's some more of those steers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. 8 more. I'm gonna say they're all looking pretty content. I've probably seen maybe 45 total so far, something like that. Second gate is good. I see some cows over there in that trap. And there's the third gate. There's some cows right over there. And some Charolais bulls. And some calves. Cows are going to come right into the corner here. Hey girls. Hey, babies. Hey, bullies. Hey, I want you to look right here. This gate is tied shut with a piece of rope. It was somebody's tie rope at one time. And I'm gonna give my son and his wife, our daughter-in-law, Cassie and Casey J on RL, a little shout out real quick. Whether you are in your pickup or whether you're on a machine like I'm riding today, which I don't have any, or whether you're horseback and dang sure horseback, you want to carry some tie ropes. Whether you make them yourself or whether you order them from Skylar and his crew, that's up to you. But boy, they make some nice tie ropes. They make some nice headstalls. They make some nice bridle reins. I think they make a few knife scabbards. They're kind of getting into making a few leggings or chaps, whatever you might want. Anything except kind of a saddle they can make. And they do an awesome job. You can check them out on Facebook, or you can check them out on Instagram. And the title of their page is Flake War Bridles. Now here's the deal. They are going to have a drawing for a jacket that's kind of a vintage jacket that's an old USTRC team roping jacket that was mine from back in 1996. So I gave it to Skylar some years ago. It hasn't been worn very much. It is still in mint condition, and they want to give that jacket away to anybody that is a new follower of their page. So if you go like and share their page, again, that's Flake War Bridles, F-L-A-K-E, War Bridles. Go check that out. Like and share their page, and you'll be entered in the drawing. They're going to, in a couple of weeks from now, they'll have that drawing, and they'll notify you and tell you that you're the lucky winner of that vintage jacket. There's some pictures of that jacket right now on our YouTube channel that you're watching. So support their page, go check it out. And if you are in need of headstalls, bridles, they trade some bits, spurs, spur leathers, reins, tie ropes, all kinds of cool stuff. You can find it all on their page, so go check it out. Flake War Bridles. And you could be eligible to win yourself a cool vintage 1996 jacket. Oh yeah. Okay, all three of our gates are closed up good. This is our middle pasture. That's where those cows came out of that Keith's been putting in here. I'm just gonna kind of cut across this pasture and see if I see any track or sign of any more cattle left in here. We're trying to empty this pasture because we're gonna start putting yearlings in it. And all of our cows will go over here on this side. All right, let's go make another little circle. These old cows will always come for a treat. I don't have any cake, but I do have a little bright green hay. They really don't need it. There's a lot of feed out here, but they like coming and checking out what you have. So we're gonna gather these cows. I told you that already, but we're just trying to kind of make them be content in here for a little while until we put them in the corral and wean all of these big calves right here. A lot of big calves in here. We'll wean these calves and kick these cows on out. I don't have a cake siren rigged up on the pickup yet, so I kind of had to improvise by going like this. Woo! Woo! That might not sound like a cake siren, but it'll get their attention.